Now, I know we going long. You good?
No, we good, nigga. You in my house.
All right.
I know this is all gonna get edited down to 1 minute. So
no. It's gonna be 5 to 6 pieces to it, but yeah, it won't.
Cool.
Some Instagram will be 1 minute, but not.
Cool.
You know how we do. Yo, I want to ask you this question. All right. Now, I don't want this to come off the wrong way, because I have respect for everything that ever existed in hip-hop.
Okay.
Period. All right? However, let me talk about the West Coast.
Okay.
Now, most times, we only talk about pretty much Ice-T and on.
Right.
Right? I am privy to the LA Dream Team.
Got it.
And like all that other stuff before gangster rap.
Right.
Now, New York, like just the other day, somebody posted a picture of T-La Rock, and I'm like,
whoa.
They trying to play him because his clothes were like tight red leather suit.
But T-La Rock had the illest flow.
That's what I'm saying, right?
It's yours.
Now, my question is, why doesn't the West Coast acknowledge the whole thing?
I'll tell you why. It's because prior to what I started doing, it was more techno. It was Egyptian Lover. It was LA Dream Team. It was, let's see, you had LA Dream Team. There's a few other groups, but you probably know the names better than me. But it was done. Arabian Prince was part of NWA,
right, yeah.
But he was like a son of Egypt.
Okay.
But it was just more of a techno scene.
Okay.
And when I started to rap, Uncle Jam's Army was almost just doing full-blown techno because they were playing. I remember they used to go, Uncle Jam's about to go live, and they would turn off the record players and they would play an 808. I'd never seen that before.
Okay.
So that's why, like, LA wasn't really making like youth music or hip hop music. It went from stuff like Daz Band and Gap Band and stuff like that straight into our style of music, which was, I used to call it aerobic music because they were breathing a lot on it and stuff like that. Snake Puppy, Rudy Pardee. But I think it's because they weren't rapping over rap beats.
Yeah.
They were rapping more over techno beats. And the first label I was signed to was called Techno Hop.
Okay.
Which was Unknown DJ. And I was on there with King T, and I was on there with Compton's Most Wanted. And that's why. So I think they draw the line to rapping.
Right.
More like, because you got to remember, New York invented rap. So rapping like New York rappers, the early people, you know, and the only reason I'm like, I just had the record out first. I had Cold Wind Madness, my first record was in 1982.
Yeah. Right.
So that preempts everybody. So
well, I don't even know if I know that one. I started with around Reckless.
No,
the Glove. When did that?
No, you got Cold Wind Madness was done with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and that was my first rap record. And like I said, I was at a beauty parlor, Good Fred's, and I was rapping to the girls, talking that player shit. I'm the pimp, the player, the woman layer, the hoolie doula, the whole house ruler. I just pimp whores and slam Cadillac doors. I got so many clothes in my wardrobe each day. When I put some in, I gotta throw some away. The ladies say that I'm heaven sent, cause I got more money than the U.S. mint. I got a rag top Rolls, rocks on my hand, Maseratis and Mercedes Benz, ocean liners, private jets. Bel Air bookies place my bets. I own islands off the coast of France, and I wear designer shirt and pants. When I was brought into this world, my mama never asked if I was a boy or a girl, because I rolled over to her and gave her a kiss, and she said, yo, daddy don't rock me like this. So that's the coldest rap. Now,
I do remember that.
And those were raps.
Oh
those were my walking around raps.
Right.
So I'm in the spot, and they walk in. They go, "Hey, you want to make a record?" They see me entertaining the girls. I went to the studio, just like Run. They threw me inside the Cadillac, and the chauffeur drove off, and he never came back. They took me in the studio. They had the song with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis up, and they pulled the vocals off. They said, "Can you rap over that?" And I just started rapping, and then I made a hook right out of the air. I say, what was it? from the womb to the tomb, I run my game because I'm cold as ice and I show no shame. I'm a player. That's all I know. That was the hook. I'm a player. That's all I know. In a summer day, I play in the snow. From the womb to the tomb, I run my game because I'm cold as ice and I show no shame. And then I just went into the next. So the only thing I really wrote was that. And then I just went from rhyme to rhyme to rhyme to ones my walking around rhymes. And I made a record. That was the first record, Coldest Rap, 1982.
That's crazy.
And the reason I know it was 82 is because I say I drove off in my vicious 83, and I was lying like I had a car that was coming out next year, but the 83s ain't out yet, my nigga. yeah, they ain't out yet, but I got one, And at that time I was hustling, but it was just something I was doing, making rhymes just for the hell of it. I didn't take rap serious until I saw Run DMC in concert at the LA Sports Arena, and them niggas had lasers, and I was like word? Like, that's when I realized this shit could be rock and roll. Because up to that time, we were rapping at skating rinks, we were rapping in garages, at house parties, basements and shit.
Right.
And no one had ever really bought a car rapping. So I'm like, I got to keep hustling. I need to get paid, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that. I was like, word? Oh, this shit is real. I think that night I must have wrote like 500 rhymes. I got to it. I was like, yo, this is going to be big. And Run DMC is the group that took rap from the small club to the stadium.
Absolutely.
And that was it.
Absolutely. I was listening to your music. Obviously I know your music already, but I was listening to it again today just to reacquaint myself with some of the music. And I was listening to High Rollers, and I immediately thought of Tekashi69, because I was like, and that's
you better watch your back.
Yeah,
if you want to be a high roller. Yeah.
Where's the disconnect now with the kids, the streets? Is it?
It's Instagram. It's Instagram, because on Instagram you could be anything.
Right.
Like KRS said back in the day, you had to have political clout to touch the mic. So back then, you can't be rapping no high roller and walking around LA and try to get on a mic if you really wasn't the business.
Right.
Nigga, you came on the bus. Like, how the fuck is you fitting to rap this whole hustler shit? You had to come in there with the entourage, and there wasn't no budgets. So when those gold chains we were wearing, that meant that was street. See, back in the day, if you had on gold chains, that meant it was not only street money, it meant you could wear it and nobody would fuck with you.
Right.
So like when I came out here to New York and I met Supreme Magnetic and all them cats, and they had the big chains, there wasn't no budget.
Right.
That was, we are the Decepticons, and we take these things and we wear these motherfuckers in public, and you bet not fuck with us.
Yeah.
So it was a gangster that went along with that jewelry. When you would be in a club and you seen cats with jewels on, who are them niggas? Who them niggas? Oh, right. That's such and such and such. Is okay, cool. If you was unauthorized, it was coming off of you.
Right.
It was coming off of you. The whole night, everybody's thinking, can we rob that nigga? So oh no, cool, okay, cool, what? So now, it's a whole new thing. You get your budget, you get your starter kit. The drug dealer from your neighborhood puts all his jewelry on you, and you get on Instagram and you holding money and you putting this out there, without any real regard to the crimes you're committing, the dry snitching you're doing on yourself, what you're telling, what you're putting out there. Rule 1. The number one tool of law enforcement is social media.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yep.
So we didn't have social media. I got years of my life that's unphotographed because at the time we didn't want pictures.
Right.
We're breaking the law.
Yeah.
I don't need no motherfucking picture. Like, what are you doing? It's a new game. So the gangster don't look the same, but these kids are still catching murders.
Yeah.
They're going to jail left and right. And like, I'm like, yo, little youngsters, man, pump your brakes, man. Like, don't let the image of being this wild motherfucker to sell records put you in prison. Like I told motherfuckers when I got in the game of rapping, I'm like, if I gotta act wild to sell records, I ain't selling no records. I'm not finna go to prison. I'm hustling backwards. I'm trying to get out of the game. So I'm over here on my best behavior. You ain't never heard about ICE. Only time you ever heard about me and the police is traffic tickets.
Right.
You ain't never heard about me getting in no trouble. Don't want to jinx myself, but you don't ever hear, because I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm trying to say sucker repellent, man. I'm not trying to go to jail. If I wanted to go to jail, I keep making moves.
Right.
I still been out there. I would have been coming through the roof of Van Cleef and Arpels or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I made a decision. My friends in prison was like, man, take this other route, man. This is not the way. But Tekashi, man, a motherfucking blind man could have seen that shit was coming, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and the poor kid, you know, was putting it on so heavy. You challenging the LA gangs, you challenging gangs all over the, you know, one thing, if you challenge the street, which I'll never do, you know, I got nothing but respect for the streets. It only takes 6 ounces of pressure. A 40 pound kid can blow your motherfucking brains out. If you test the streets, they'll take that fade. They'll catch that fade with you. You know, keep talking shit. Yeah, nigga, I can't be touched. Niggas ain't, okay, niggas will come see you. You know, I don't want no drama.
Right. Yeah,
I'm not challenging niggas to rob me or challenging niggas to. You know, everybody can get touched. I got a song called "The Game's Real," and in the first verse, I act out my own demise by murder. And you know, the game's real. Anyone can get touched up, get moved on, left in a puddle of blood. No matter how gangster you are, how real's your crew, niggas can get you if they want to.
Yeah. You said I ain't no superhero. I ain't no Marvel comic.
No.
That would too.
It's not, because you have to humble yourself to this, man. We're all here on earth. You have to humble yourself to life, man. Nobody is untouchable, man.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you're allowed to live, man. You know, all it takes is one person to decide it's a rap, and you might be a rap.
We did we're doing, you know, Tupac's anniversary is coming up, and we're doing a little thing on that. I know you've done records with him. You were friends.
Yeah, Pac was a good kid, but you know, Pop made few mistakes, and you know, and everybody, you know, like I've spoken on this before, and I told Pac, and they're like, oh, you act like you could tell Pac something. I'm like, I'm 15 years older than Pac. You know what I'm saying? Pac was listening to people older than him. Pac was a smart cat, but you can't get reckless out here, you know, especially in LA where there were gangs. Pac is from the Bay. You're in LA. These gangs operate differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You over here, you know, with Thug Life, you with some Crips, you with Rated R, you with Macadocious. Now you over here with these Pyrus, those are Bloods. The Crips don't like the Bloods, just special message. You dig? You got it. You creating different vibes out here. So be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. And you know, basically crossing the line between entertainment and gangbanging became his demise.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on, like, and the you know, the Prophet line earlier, because I'm just listening to this stuff, and you said the gangs in LA will never die, just multiply. And now we got like full-blown Bloods and Crips in New York and down south. I mean, pretty much.
Not full-blown. You've got gangs, but they're not gang banging.
Okay.
You got the gangs here, but they're not at war.
Okay.
When that pops off, y'all will have a situation like nothing. When I'm saying war in LA, we're losing 13 kids a weekend. So you got Crips and Bloods, but they're not in full like on-site attack mode. Right. Now LA has calmed down. We have left that on-site mode into different sets of tripping, but it's not as violent as it was.
Okay.
You don't want that to happen. You don't want it. So whether you got the the New York Bloods, the Jersey Bloods. You got Latin Kings. You got Crip sets out here. Because I heard GS9 was connected to Crip sets. Till they start taking off on each other, like, just because you ain't got true gang banging.
Got you. Okay.
And you don't want it.
No.
LA doesn't want it. God rest his soul. Nipsey Hussle brought a lot of Crips and Bloods together. We have to understand that, we do it. People that don't like black people, we're doing work for them. What I'm saying? We're making it very easy for them to watch us kill each other and stuff. And I understand, but that all connects to the code of the street. And if someone disrespects you, you gotta kill them.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of shit that kind of fucks our heads up as kids. I talk at Sing Sing. Most of the kids that go to penitentiary go between the ages of 17 and 25. That's when you're getting fed gunpowder. That's when people are telling you, oh, that nigga dissed you, kill him. That nigga touched your girl, kill him. And now you doing a life sentence over some shit you could have brushed off.
Right.
If you lived in a different community, if you lived in another community where this code wasn't intact, they'd have been like, oh, well, whatever, man. Go to college, finish your schooling. But no, we're in this hyper masculine mode that murder is part of our whole get down. And that has to be addressed.
Yeah.
When you get older, you start giving out more passes.
Right, absolutely.
You start being like, you know what? I ain't tripping off you. Don't come knock on my door. Just stay, as long as I know it's not a threat, an imminent threat to me, talk it all you want. I don't really care. Don't push that line. And then if you push that line and you get it, nigga, that's called self-defense, man.
Right.
You dig? But all that old extra shit, and it's easy for a kid to cross that line and,
They don't think the same way as you do when you get older.
Well, come on, man. Anybody watching this, man, anybody, if you above 25, let me ask you a question. How many things think back to when you were 18 and tell me what percentage of the shit you thought when you were 18 was correct?
Just about nothing.
That's my point.
Even my views on authority. The crazy thing is, even my views on authority, we were talking about Jay-Z and the NFL, and I know that's a dicey conversation to have.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay is basically going to make his moves. Jay's an intelligent man. He's going to make his moves. Of course, the NFL is going to reach out to whoever they feel is the most powerful, influential black person. I got to ride with Jay-Z. I don't think Jay-Z's going to do no old bullshit. He's going to try his best. But it's just kind of like Obama becoming the president. Just because you got a black president doesn't mean he can change the entire system.
Right.
So Jay now has embedded himself in there. In 6 months, Jay-Z might be, man, I can't fuck with these motherfuckers. You never know. He might try to push one way and they might push back and there might be an implosion.
Yeah.
Or you're going to see a change. But he don't need to do it for the money.
Right.
Jay's helped a lot of people get out of jail. Jay's been doing some really positive shit. So I'm going to ride with him. It's so easy. Anybody's doing something good, we're going to go against them. We're going to do this. Well, what about Kaepernick? What about this? It's the NFL. NFL employs more motherfucking black millionaires than any other corporation in the fucking world. More than baseball, more than basketball. The NFL got more niggas on the payroll than any place. Multi-millionaires. You can't boycott the NFL. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I kind of am boycotting the NFL.
You are?
I haven't watched them this is my third season in a row. I'm not going to lie.
Why are you mad at him, though? Why are you mad at him? Why are you mad at him? Are you mad at him because... Let's start what we're mad at. Let's start it off. We're mad at them because Kaepernick took a knee against police brutality. They got mad at Kaepernick. But they're running a business. They're running the show. Now, Kaepernick decides to go left and do something that's not part of the show. That's like me in the middle of Law and Order deciding to take a knee. Yo, dude, camera's running. Like, you want to protest right now? Do it elsewhere. But right now, we doing this. Okay, so he did it. he got himself in the mix. He resisted. You got to be prepared for the shit back. Okay. Mm-hmm. The NFL is trying to put on a show.
Yeah.
They don't have to buy in. So then let's get it. Then they spin it.
Uh-huh.
He hates America.
Right. Oh, the spin is
what fucked everything up.
Right.
The spin is what fucked everything up. He hates America. He hates the troops. He hates the people dying. Right. He can't. Our troops. Trump spun it.
Right.
Oh, he hates all the young GIs. Nigga, I'm over here talking about police, and you talking about I hate America.
Right.
The shit got fucked up.
Yeah, it did.
The shit got fucked up. And maybe that's see, connecting it to the Star Spangled Banner is a song about war.
Yeah.
It's a song about a battle.
Battle, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It ain't really a song about niggas.
Right.
It's a song about.
There's a third verse though.
What's the third verse?
I forget the third verse.
Educate me, because I want to know.
Keep talking. I'm gonna pull the third verse.
Okay, the third verse. It says something about niggas.
Yeah.
It says keep whooping on niggas and keep us where we belong and all that. But I get it. So we're mad at the third verse.
I'm just telling you the third verse exists.
I'm just trying to figure out what's making me stop watching the Raiders or watch my football with all my brothers running back and forth getting millions of dollars. I want to know why I'm so mad.
Well,
I just want to know. I mean, I might be wrong. Ice-T ain't always right.
Well, Ice, let's just say.
Let me hear that third verse. You got it?
Okay, here's the third verse. The controversial third verse of the Star Spangled Banner says, hold on, here it comes. Here it comes. It celebrates the death of slaves. All right, here it is. You want to hear the whole thing or just the part
just
about
the third
slaves?
verse?
Just the whole verse?
Whatever. It's a short verse.
It's not that short.
Okay, go.
Here's the part.
What celebrates the
No
death?
refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror or flight or the gloom of the grave. And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. So it basically says
the land of the free and the home of the brave, and it doesn't say nothing about no slave in the.
It is right here. No refuge could save the slave from the terror.
Somebody sings that.
No, we never sing it. We don't. We stopped singing that part. We stopped singing.
Nigga, you talk about an omitted verse of the Star Spangled Banner.
It's
nobody ever heard that.
No, but I'm just saying. Okay, so that I'm just
okay,
telling you.
I got it. Okay, listen, I got it.
No, why is he mad? I want to see why you say.
I am okay. First of all, before I say what I'm about to say,
it. I mean, I don't.
I am very battle weary.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm an Eagles fan. Didn't watch the. I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. I didn't watch the Eagles win their first Super Bowl. I'm a little bitter right now, so I would like for this whole thing to be over.
I'm gonna help you get over it. I'm gonna help you get over it because I understand, but I think I don't know. Let's try it like this. I don't know if boycotting the NFL is the answer.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the answer. I say stay on the cops' bumper.
Okay.
I mean, fuck the police and all that old racist shit that they out there doing. Mm-hmm. Fuck them. Kaepernick dropped to his knee about that. The police killing people in the streets and not no one's dealing with it and addressing it. He happened to be a football player, so he protested during his job. And his job got mad. Okay. They twisted and spun him into saying he hated America, which couldn't be further from the motherfucking truth. And right on, Kaepernick, you made your point. You did your thing. Okay. But why am I not watching the NFL now? Because they boycotted Kaepernick?
Right. This is the problem. The people are with Kaepernick. You know, and
right.
Whatever that means. The people are with Kaepernick.
Right.
If he doesn't have a job, there's going to be some form of ongoing discord.
But now you got to understand, you created so much drama in this place, and NFL teams don't necessarily want to bring in a star that's going to bring that. I mean, you got a lot of people. What's the man right now that's going through it with the Raiders? Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
If you step out and you become bigger than the game, you can end up out of the game. Allen Iverson. You can end up out of the game. Rodman. You start to become bigger than the game. A lot of people are like, it's like being in a movie. It's like you're a great actor, but we just don't want that energy.
The drama, yeah.
We don't need that. It's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I don't know what Kaepernick thought, but it's like once you curse out the boss, it's like they're not going to be cool with you. It's going to be a problem. You're in a zone and stuff like that. I mean, I would love to sit with Cap and sit, because I was attacked by the president. I was attacked by, Tipper Gore. I got, I had to leave my label. Warner Brothers, had to cut ties with me because of Cop Killer. He dropped to his knee. I made a record called Cop Killer. Okay, they wanted my motherfucking head. But I never expected Warner to have my back. See, that's the thing. I knew if I did this, Warner ain't gonna have my back. Nobody. I'm on my own.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna expect for the company I got in trouble to hire me back. It's like, yo, I'm a black man. I got to say this. Goodbye, Warner Brothers. Goodbye. And I've been indie ever since. This is the price you pay. Like you. Then later on, life changes. You become vindicated, and you get another job someplace else, and you go down in history. You go down in history if you make something or you break something. Okay, he broke something. You go down in history. But life is not just going to come back the way it was. It's just, it's just how it is. It's
Right.
It's part of rebelling.
Yeah. Wow.
It's part of rebelling. So if I'm working with you and I'm telling you, fuck you, your racist beliefs, this, that, and the other, this is how I feel, and you're like, this is really how you feel? Say I'm a woman, and I'm go, yo, you guys are sexist, fuck you. This is really how you feel? Yes, this is how I feel. Blah, 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 and I'm the fucker. And you guys go through a whole bunch of shit, da, 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 da. Okay. She was right for what she said. Maybe y'all was a little wrong. She can't think she's going to come back and work with you guys.
Yeah. Right. No, I've had that with all hip hop. A couple of times, people, they got tight. They said some things. We, went our separate ways, and then.
No, hey, but we're not going to be kicking it like we was.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of room for Kaepernick in sports, maybe in politics. You know what I'm saying? Jim Brown moved on and became big in politics and stuff like that. There's one door closes, another one opens. He has a following. Take that, make some moves and stuff like that. But
so the boycotts. Oh, what?
I ain't boycotting because I didn't really understand the basis of the boycott.
Yeah.
Niggas boycotted Gucci for 2 weeks.
Right.
Niggas is boycotting what I'm saying? I was like, it's easy to boycott Gucci if you don't shop at Gucci.
Right.
Nigga, I'm saying they boycotted Gucci because Gucci made a thing that looked like a ski mask. But the people in Italy that make this shit, they don't really understand blackface and all that. They way over there. They thought it was fashionable and cool and shit. They're not connected to the same racism that we are here. That was some
So you don't think that was real blackface?
No, I don't think it was intentional.
Okay. I don't know.
But somebody in Gucci, Gucci just put Dapper Dan on.
Yeah.
Them giving this man action. He was making bootlegs and shit. They done blessed him. I'll tell you, this is what Ice-T is about, right? It ain't about being mad at everything. It's being really mad at the right shit. Get your focus together. Figure out. Don't do a drive-by. Get the motherfucker. Like, when they were having to occupy Wall Street, I was like, y'all mad at Wall Street. Militarize that shit and pick out the person who's doing it and take this shit to his house.
Right.
Take it to his house. You want some money coming out one of them hedge fund motherfuckers, take it to them. Don't just get mad at it. A broad light doesn't kill anything. A laser will cut through steel. Pick out the target. So is the target the NFL? Is it the target the commissioner? Is it the target of every team in the NFL? The NFL is a corporation. I'm not mad at the NFL. I mean, I just know that my man got caught up in a whirlwind, a spin. People say, "Oh, I see you a sellout." No, I'm not. I'm just thinking, man. I'm thinking. I'm more.
People have called you a sellout?
Niggas might hear this be like, "Oh, you ain't rocking with Kaepernick." I mean, look, man, I was going through this shit before Kaepernick. I already know what happens. If you protest, you're going to get hit. You hit, they're going to hit back. Brace yourself. That's all I'm fucking saying. And don't expect to be picked back up by the people that you attacked. They, you know, so, but he didn't really attack the NFL. See, but he knew he was breaking the rules, though. He knew he was breaking rules. After the first time, they're like, yo, don't kneel during the national anthem. No, I'm going to do it.
They said, well, yeah. I didn't think there was a rule in place that says you can't.
There was a lot of brothers kneeling, though.
Yeah.
There was a lot of brothers kneeling. And nothing with respect.
And I think they still are. They just don't put the camera on them.
But respect to you, if that's what you feel, I kneel in my concerts. At the end of every time when I do my body count show, I throw the fist up and I kneel out of respect for that.
Yeah.
But do I get mad if a venue says we don't want you in here? I'm like, oh shit, I rubbed them the wrong motherfucking way. Okay, fuck y'all then.
Yeah.
I'll take it someplace. I mean, I'm not a big football fan. Truthfully, I watch. I'm a fan. I know Darrell Revis. Of course, I'm Raiders. I'm really a LA Raiders fan. I just like the athleticism because I know that people that play sports, there's no gray area.
Right.
You know, you either can play or you can't. So I just love all athletes. Just I know how hard that is, and I respect them. And I know NFL cats, they were the best in junior high, best in high school, and then every night when they line up against their twin.
Yeah.
They line up against a guy that is just as dope as he is.
Right.
It's got to be an ultimate sport, man. Them motherfuckers is out there really going hard.
Yeah.
So to turn my back on all the brothers out there that are playing because I'm mad at it's kind of like, okay, you mad at the slave master, so fuck the slaves. You know, the cats that are playing, what they got to do with it. So I'm not gonna watch them go out and play every week. What is the NFL? Is it the machine, or is it the people that are playing on the field that are really fucking busting their ass? I gotta respect those athletes.
Yeah. It's a tough combo.
It's a tough conversation,
it's a
but I'm ready for it.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. I mean, I'm easing up on my.
Will you watch college?
I'm starting to now.
Fuck college. Let's go in on college football.
Oh, that's worse though.
The biggest $8 billion a year, and they don't pay any of the guys that play. Let's talk about college football.
Yeah.
The colleges make billions, and not one player is getting a cent.
Yeah.
Boycott college football.
Yeah.
That's
what
one.
they're trying to do is get all the black players to go to black schools because it's such a revenue maker. I mean, not that solves the issue.
Are they going to get Are they going to get paid?
That's not the point. Because black schools are struggling. Black schools are struggling,
right?
So much so that this could help black schools. So it does not solve the issue of them getting paid.
Now they just need.
It solves the issue of black schools struggling. Yeah.
Let's try this. Deal with the NAACP, the motherfucker, all the that's the black people.
Yeah.
No, what's the
NCAA.
NAACP is the colored people. NCAA. And they gotta kick back some money to their players. The players they could get, of course. Those players they could get they don't have to get paid like the NFL, but they could get paid a base pay.
Yeah. Well, it's work. When I worked in the library at my school, I got paid, and I did less work.
They could pay every player that plays in college football $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
They got so much. They're making so much money.
The coaches alone make millions every year.
Coach gets paid.
Yeah, coach get paid.
Some pimping going on.
Pimping.
College football. NFL is a business. You're a grown adult and you make your decision to be in the NFL. You don't have to play in the NFL. college football, you need to play in it to get on to the NFL, and they ain't paying nobody. Let's talk about that.
To be continued.
Oh, now the NCAA gonna send a killer to my house. I done started beef. I don't want it.
Oh, they got killers.
I know they got killers. I don't want it.
All right, so I'm not gonna hold you, but my last question. Last question. I see Mick look antsy.
Mick is cool. Mick got something.
You sure,
Mick is cool. We home.
We gonna interview Mick eventually. Good. Yeah. What are you most proud of? Career and personal.
Personal, I'm proud of just transition from the street mentality to being able to survive and thrive in a legitimate world. Mm-hmm. The whole mindset of criminals is so twisted compared to the legitimate world. And learning how to go through that, learning how to have somebody lie to you or stab you in your back and you don't go see them. Mm-hmm. Or we'll sue them. Like, what? You sue? No, go knock on his door. All that kind of stuff, just changing your whole mindset. And you have to change your friends around you's mindset. Yeah. Like, we gotta behave differently in this other world, this legit world. I'm proud of that. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of that. I've pulled it off to the point people think I'm a square. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I pulled it off. I pulled off the master class in it that people are like, oh, Ice-T. Then my homies are like, do you really know who the fuck Ice is? Right. And professionally, I just think being able to break down barriers, man, just being able to do what hasn't been done. I always was more or less about being first. I didn't care about being the best. I just wanted to be first. I got a lot of firsts. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm all about is being unique and doing something that hasn't been done. Chuck D said it best. Chuck said Ice is the only person he knows that does things that totally jeopardizes his career to stay awake.
Right. Wow.
So I'm that cat that was wearing Versace, then when everybody started wearing it, I don't want to wear it no more.
Right.
As soon as everybody's doing it, I don't want to wear it. I just always want to be on the edge of what's new and what's coming out. And I'm always looking for that.
Right.
I'm always looking for it. If I was going to do the art of rap and someone had already done that same movie, of course I'm not going to do it. I'm not. And to be able to break the barriers down, West Coast hip hop, black rock band, longest running TV show, one of the first rappers in a drama on movie, writing a book, lecture circuit. Just looking for new shit, like we said, podcasting, looking for something new, because that's exciting to me. If it hasn't been done, when someone says something's impossible to me, I mean that means it hasn't been done yet. That's all impossible means to me. So that's what I'm excited about. If you come to me with something and it's already been done and old, I'm not even interested.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I never heard that before. I want a new idea. I that's what lights me up. And I guess just knowing that I have inspired some people, knowing that, as much hate as you get out here, I get a lot of love. I get a lot of people that say, yo, Ice, man, I listened to what you say, man, and it helped me. That's a gift to be able to really, because when you're breaking the law, you doing negative, it's so selfish. You're just doing for you. You just want your shit. To be able to turn around and do something to help other people and them to really say, man, that I heard you played yourself, man. That fucking caught me, man. I started thinking about shit. That's like my new food now. That's like my new thing. I like to inspire people. Because what do you leave here? Like when you die, which we all will, all you leave is your legacy. Your who are you? And like only thing I leave for my kids is my reputation. If I'm a sucker, if I'm a snitch, if I'm a rat, or if I'm one of any of these negative things, when somebody meets Lil Ice, they like, yeah, your dad was a piece of shit. if they say your dad was an honorable guy, he lives on. He reaps that benefit.
Right.
One time my son told me, yeah, Dad, I'm in LA, I got juice. I'm like, nigga, that's my juice. That's my juice you got. Now let me go fuck up and see how good your juice is. But then you think of people like Bill Cosby, who spent his whole life and then ended up in some bullshit, which was mostly by his means, his doings. And now his whole family's caught in that shit.
Yeah.
You know? So that's important to me, and I'm not done. I'm still here. I can still fuck this up.
Absolutely.
But you know, you have to be aware of it.
I hear what you're saying.
You have to be conscious of it.
Yeah.
Chuck, right now you got good rep.
Yeah.
That's what's passed on to your family. You know, God forbid you're gone. You got daughters?
Yeah, one.
Yeah, I'm Chuck's daughter. Oh, okay. Well, that's how it happens. Oh shit.
Right.
You know, I'm Nipsey's son. Oh, okay, cool,
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
But you say you somebody, and people like, so we wasn't feeling them.
Right.
So that's it. But you know, I know you'll never have 100% of the people. Jesus didn't even have 100% of the people. You're always gonna have if you can get a 50-50 share, you won. And you just pick who's on your side and you roll with them because that's the best you can do. The worst thing is try to play both sides, and then people they'll pick that up. They're like, "Oh, you trying to be on both sides at once, you piece of shit."
Did you invent the MP3?
No, I didn't invent the MP3, but I was aware of the MP3 long before most cats were, because I used to read science magazines. Like I say, I'm into the future. I want to know what's happening. I can sit up and tell you shit that's about to happen that's you won't believe, because I read all those journals and stuff. And I knew about MP3 and I knew about digital downloads, and I knew that was coming. And anybody, if you go Google me and Google Ice-T invents iTunes.
Okay.
And there's a whole thing of me explaining just what is going to happen here and what's happening in music. I predicted it, but didn't get none of that money.
Yeah.
I didn't.
All right. You know, I could talk to you forever, man. I got like an endless stream of questions.
Well, that's good, because I know I'm quite sure there's people that you can only do 10-minute interviews.
You ain't lying, bro. You're not lying, man. And it pains me to interview some people. You know what I'm saying?
I should have drank a bottle of cough medicine right before. Yeah.
I gotta ask you how you keep doing it, because I'm starting to, everybody's getting older. You know, we're getting older.
Well, you know the first three things that happen with age?
What?
The first thing is loss of memory.
Okay.
I can't remember the other two.
Salute. Yeah, on that note.